Hi everyone, this is Genesis speaking here. So we had our second Python team meeting for our 127 class, and this meeting was an amazing meeting. It was definitely we had definitely better than last week. Last week we had a test, so that kind of threw a wrench in our meeting. But this week was awesome. Look at some of the things I want to show you what we have been discussing and showing it up in our groups. One of the things that I want to get into um, was the turtle. In the beginning of the semester, I posted a question, and so far, until this meeting, we weren't able to solve it. But in this meeting, we solved the question. Um, another thing, another thing. Before I get to that, one of the things that we're discussing is games. And here's one of the games that we're looking at. It's a fish game. It's pretty cool. And it's not done yet, but we're working on it. This is what you can do in Python, some pretty cool stuff like that. Uh, Another thing that we're doing in Python is we made a shoot the fruit. I mentioned that before, where you just this is a less a basic version of shoot the fruit, where you try to hit the apple and it gives you points, and when you miss, it tells you miss, and the game ends. So that's another game that we made. One student um, has made a game where you can uh, shoot the turtle. We're tired of turtles, so we just shoot them all. So that's another. That's another. I don't know how to play it well. I'm trying to. I'm stuck. Right. So this is another game that that we that we're that we are looking into, are playing around with. Another one is, of course, the turtle question I asked in the beginning of the semester. And remember, here's what's really cool about what we did last night. We solved the turtle problem, and look at what it can do. Look at what it can do. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And it can even do complex. You can put any string in it, right? And look at what this thing can do. Look at that thing going. And of course, we're doing basic problems. One of the problems are the minions problems. It kind of brings back what we discussed in class, where we have 5 parameters. So we're doing that. Another one is your weight on the moon. That's another problem that we discussed, right? In this here, with and without strings. Sorry, not with no, I mean with and without looping. Um, we made a quiz, right? We made a quiz, and we actually are breaking that down for Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. And our next challenge for Tuesday is a password picker. And this also can be used in the hackathon. What we want to do is, let's make this bigger. What we want to do with this is the password picker is a technique that can be used in the hackathon next time you go. We want to build a tool that makes secure, memorable passwords to help you keep your information secret and secure. The password picker will combine words, numbers, and characters. And then when you run the program, it will create a new password and show it on the screen. You can ask it to keep creating new passwords until you find one that you like. This password picker has it selects from 4 randomly parts. One of the parts is it selects from an adjective, and then it selects from a noun, and then it selects from a number, and then it selects from a punctuation. Okay, so that's what the password picker is. And of course, in our meetups, we get together and we discuss. We develop what we call a flowchart. We all know what flowcharts are. We can't do flowcharts. We do pseudocode. We discussed that. We did. Sometimes I just give my pseudocode, and it's actually pretty okay. And we discuss the pseudocode, and then once we understand the pseudocode or the flowchart, how it works, we just try to code the flowchart or the pseudocode. Because we don't have enough time to create a flowchart, and that's understandable. So I just make one, and that helps it speed up the process. And also, this is what I do as well. I make flowcharts, and coders make it. So it's actually a convenient position for me to make the flowcharts, and for you to try to code it. So anyway, if you can do this, the password picker, this will help you out on the next hackathon. Of course, in our next meetup, we are going to discuss this password picker, and we're going to break it apart, break apart a flowchart and pseudocode, and create an algorithm and a program for this. All right, till next time, stay at peace. Bye bye. This is Genesis signing out.